I would definitely agree that it's like painting a canvas, and as a makeup artist, it's exciting for me because it's a different canvas every day.
When did you actually start building or decide, okay, let me try doing content?
Okay, I was forced to.
Hey guys, welcome to my new podcast, Creating Art Out of Life with me, Elena V. I'm a dancer and a film director from Manila, Philippines, and I've made this podcast to celebrate life and art. This is your safe space to enjoy and learn from fun and inspiring conversations with artists, showing you how love and pain is really where art blooms most. This podcast is available on both YouTube and Spotify, so either subscribe or follow. Hope you enjoy this episode. Peace. What time is it? It's giveaway time. If you guys want me to keep doing these giveaways, I hope that you can really enjoy and support the podcast. Your support would mean I can keep doing this and possibly get even bigger with the giveaways. So please do like and subscribe. And if you're on Spotify, rate the podcast and follow it. On today's episode, I'm going to be giving away a Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Cream Colored Drip Lip Cream in Honey Waffles. So I love the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bombs, lip balms, and so I'm sure that you guys would love this one too. So stick around, enjoy the episode, and I'll pop up with the guidelines. Peace. Everybody, welcome back to the podcast. We are beginning. The camera's rolling, the mics are rolling. Let's get into it. Guys, I'm so excited for today's episode because I feel like I need a lot of makeup tips. And I feel like Miss Nate here is going to give me some. My next guest, guys, is an absolute diva star. And I'm honestly excited to learn more from him and his craft. He's a professional makeup artist turned TikTok star who currently has 500,000 followers on his TikTok account. From skincare routines to makeup tips and tricks to gorgeous looks, he has captured an audience and maintains it with his consistent quality content. I'm super excited to get some tips because I need it from my guest, Miss Nate.
Yay!
Claps over there, Rafi.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Elena, for having me. I'm
Of
so thrilled to
course.
be here.
I
I'm a little
love it.
nervous, honestly, to be honest. I'm a little nervous, but yeah,
No.
I'm very excited as well.
You're always on the cam. Of course you're not nervous.
Just in my room, though, alone, just with me.
True.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's just us and
Yeah.
Rafi.
Yeah.
So how are you? How have you been?
I've been doing good. Honestly, for this month, I thought it was gonna be a little slower in terms of work.
Yeah.
Because it's Ghost Month, right?
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know what's happening. There's so many things happening, like events.
It's called being the it girl.
Thank you. I'm not an it girl, but if you think so, tatanggapin ko
I
yan.
think so. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
And I think it's always great, like especially as a freelancer, which you are now, right?
Yeah.
I think it's always awesome if you are still able to get jobs and people support you and people
Mhm.
see your talent.
Yeah.
So like now, I didn't actually call you Miss Nate before.
Yeah.
I wanted to know before anything,
Yeah.
before we start,
Sure.
where did Miss Nate come from?
Miss Nate. Actually, Miss Nate came from my org. Friend group
Dollhouse?
back in college. Yeah, it was Dollhouse. It's a LGBT group in Ateneo, within Ateneo. And Miss is actually interchangeable with sis. So how you would call your friend sis friend, like it could be Miss friend also.
Miss.
So
I
yeah. But
see.
then outside of Dollhouse, it was often misinterpreted as me being transgender. So yeah, but honestly, we would call everyone Miss. Like it would be a pet
True.
thing
It's like
for
how
everyone.
like everybody says sis, like
Yeah.
Miss.
Yes. Parang if I
see.
wanted to call you Miss Elena, diba?
Yeah, true,
ganon. But like
true.
a term of endearment.
I do that also actually with my shoots.
Yeah.
When it's like a celebrity.
Yeah.
I'm like Miss Andrea.
Yeah. It adds a term of endearment, diba?
True.
Like a layer of respect, a little love, would
True.
you would say? Yeah.
So actually, the last time I saw Miss Nate was college.
Yeah.
Like it's been pretty long
Yeah.
since I last saw you.
Should
so
we disclose the year? Hindi na kailangan.
Hindi na
Hindi na
kailangan.
kailangan, yeah.
you guys don't need to know.
Yeah.
But since then, again, because of the pandemic, you were like just popping off.
Mhm.
And I was like, damn, like you really went for it. So like since college, how different has your life been since then?
Okay.
Because since the last time I saw you.
Yeah. The last time I think I did your makeup one time, right? For a shoot. Maybe you could show them one time.
Click.
For Trail, yeah.
Trail.
Diba? Trail, diba? It was a party.
Oh my God.
He
Oh
knows
my-
about it also. He's laughing, yeah. So Trail was
Wait, hold on. I love that photo.
yeah, it was really good. You had the braids, right?
Yes.
Per. That was a slay. Still
Thank you.
fashion. Yeah,
Well,
it was
you
fashion.
made me slay.
It was your face though, so yeah. I worked with you back in college. I was really into makeup even before graduating. As
Yeah.
in, when I was a kid, I'd used to steal my mom's makeup. As
Aww.
in, and then try it on and then get in trouble for it. And then come
Like, how
college,
old are you?
around high school for
Mhm.
sure. Yeah, I'd get into trouble for because we weren't I came from an all boys school and we weren't allowed to bring any cosmetics, anything that's for ladies, whatever that means nowadays.
So
Yeah.
so 2000.
It is an all boys
late.
Catholic school, so even fragrances we weren't allowed. So parang
Not allowed.
yeah, not allowed. Even fragrances. I was super interested in makeup because my mom was also a makeup artist.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That
so
is so
she had like
adorable.
a really expansive kit for me to steal from
Expansive.
and play with, diba? Because it was a professional kit. So
Yeah.
yeah, my interest started there, and then come college, I kind of liked doing makeup on myself, but I figured I wanted to express my creativity on other people's faces as well.
Mhm.
So yon, I enrolled into a makeup school one summer, like from my sophomore year. I enrolled into a makeup school and then it started there. Yeah.
Oh, summer in college?
Yeah, summer in college.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So come junior year after the summer, I was already practicing on my blockmates, my org mates.
Yes, on
And
me.
yeah, eventually earning from it even if I was still a student.
Awesome. You
Yeah.
were already getting gigs in college.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. So, at this time in college, like when you took that school, it was like a summer thing?
Yeah, like
So-
a 2-month thing.
Was that like, did it make you kind of realize that you wanted to take it seriously? Or not yet?
A little bit, yeah, but more on as a hobby. Like I didn't see it as the main thing for
Yeah.
me. I wanted to get better at it, and like if ever my friend needs makeup, I'd love to be able to do that for her or him.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. I wasn't thinking about it as like a main source of income.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So when did, like, what happened and when, like, did you suddenly be like, you know what, this can be my career? Like, did this happen after college? Like,
Yeah. Okay.
because you did
After-
professional
yeah,
makeup
yeah,
for a
yeah.
while.
After graduating, I took a gap year.
Mhm.
I tried doing corporate actually.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, for guess how long I lasted in corporate?
Half a year.
Not even. Oh my god, less. As in,
Wow, half a year
Yeah.
was doing like
okay, guess how long I lasted?
1 month.
Less than a month. I only lasted for 4 days in the office.
Oh my god, it
And I-
gets worse. and
Yeah,
worse.
I told my mom, Ma, ayoko na to. I can't do this anymore. Can I take a gap year?
Mhm.
So I asked for her permission and blessing, of course, to take a gap year. And she said yes naman. And I really started focusing on makeup then. And towards the end of that gap year, I did get into a makeup team.
Mhm.
And that's where it all started. Like,
Awesome.
when I got into that team, I would say that my career took off with that team. Yeah.
Awesome. So your parents have always been supportive of this career. Like they were like, how did they take it when you decided, like, hey ma, like I wanted to take this seriously?
There's different elements to it. Of course, my mom, she was super supportive about it. But more in the sense that you can do whatever you want. Not really like go for makeup.
Mm-hmm.
She says I can do whatever I want. But on the other hand, from my dad's side, my lola was pretty against it because she's an educator and she wanted me to take my course in college, which is development studies, to work for her in her school in the province. And she was kind of disappointed that I wanted to become a makeup artist or
Aw.
like a creative in general. Yeah.
I think that's something that all kind of artists here in the
Yeah,
Philippines kind
yeah,
of goes through.
yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm fortunate that my dad was always like, he knew that I was going through a lot, so he wanted me to go for whatever help, like kind of made my soul feel alive.
Yeah.
And I think that's so important, and it's hard in the Philippine society because it's not really super supported.
Correct,
like,
yeah.
by the government. You're not
Yeah,
getting enough, like,
Yeah.
but I think it's so important to go for something that your soul feels alive, your heart feels happy.
Correct.
So I think obviously makeup is what makes you happy, right?
Yes.
I do want to like kind of discuss it as an art, because for me, makeup is an art. Like,
Yeah.
I've only recently started to really appreciate like doing my makeup, because I didn't really like doing makeup before. I was like just chilling all the time.
Yeah.
But then I realized, and it's so fun to like just elevate your face, you
Yeah.
know? So, because my notion of it, and that this is what I've heard, maybe you would agree or disagree. It's like painting a canvas.
Yes.
Is that kind of what you feel with makeup and art, like this as an art?
Yes, I would definitely agree that it's like painting a canvas. And as a makeup artist, it's exciting for me because it's a different canvas every day.
Oh, that's so
And
nice.
at the bottom of it, I do want to say na I like doing makeup on other people because it helps them feel more confident. Like, that's why I was doing weddings all the time. Like, I had a few beauty queens and celebrities during my stint as a makeup artist, but my favorite ones were the brides because I really see how the makeup would affect them on the most important day of their life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Aw,
the
that's so
family as well would
nice.
be there to witness it and take part in it as well.
You see how happy they feel.
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's so nice. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
Like, is that like a certain part of doing makeup that you fell in love with this art, or what exactly made you fall in love with doing makeup?
I think it excites me to be like a tool for other people to reach their full potential, like their best, or make them feel their best. Ganon. And especially on, as I said, the biggest day of their life, supposedly. Yeah.
But bridals are kind of weddings are hard too, you know.
Yes, yes,
You probably have to deal with a lot of very
Yeah.
like
'Cause-
harsh and like very nervous clients.
Yeah. Because you can't fuck up, because you
Yeah.
can't replay the wedding, right?
Yeah.
But
Does that get to you, like the pressure sometimes, or
I
no?
was lucky enough to have a mentor that was really trained in bridal makeup, and he's like big in the industry already. So I assisted for him, like doing the menial jobs, like getting his coffee and everything for about 2 years. And then because of that, because I did those things, even though the pay was like okay lang yung pay.
Okay lang talaga
But
all
the
time.
experience that I got, like the ins and outs of the industry, or like what you should do and not do in a wedding setup, it really taught me like how to work in the wedding industry. So yeah, I'm thankful for him for that. Yeah.
Always good to have a mentor.
Yeah.
I think even like my past guests have also said like all of them have found success, but they always remember those like little menial jobs, as you
Yeah.
said, that we're not getting paid.
Yeah.
But the experience, the
Yeah.
lessons.
Just being in that room
Yeah.
matters. Yeah.
For me, it was like shooting. Like when I wanted to be a director, I was like, I have to be on set.
Yeah.
And so my first experience on set was transcribing. Like I had to like follow whatever there was an interview. So I
Yeah.
was like, I'm like, I didn't care because I just needed to be on set. You have to be
Yes.
there to learn,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
you said.
Yeah.
So this whole like process that you have to do for makeup and all these clients, like, or even for yourself, like, what's your favorite part of this whole process,
Of the
craft
whole
of it?
process, I don't think there's like one particular process that I like, but if I had to choose, I really like doing my skin prep because it sets up everything else. Like, it will determine how good your makeup will be. If you do like really good skin prep, you'll need less makeup, of course, but whatever you put on top of it, if your skin is prepped really well, it's gonna look good if your skin is prepped right.
I
Yeah.
need this tip from you. What are the steps of a skin prep?
Okay. It's gonna get a little complicated, but I think
I
we have
know.
time, right?
Yes, we do. Hello, you stayed. Great. So if you guys want to win this Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Cream Color Drip Lip Cream in Honey Waffles, all you guys have to do again is subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn those notifications on. Second, please do comment the favorite thing you love most about your appearance, because I want to promote some self-confidence here, and I want to see that with all of you guys. And lastly, you should be following e.v.world. Get all of those done and you're gonna get your Fenty Beauty game on. All right, back to the episode.
I always get asked this question because everybody says to do skin prep, right? Like in all of the tutorials that you see, everybody says that you have to have good skin prep. But for me, you also have to ask yourself, what does my skin need today? Because there's a difference between long term, this is what your skin needs. For example, if it's brightening, you want your spots gone. Of course, it's a long term thing. It's not gonna be gone in like after applying one product. But there are days when even if you have oily skin, your skin can be dehydrated. So you really have to listen and check your skin, what it needs for that day, or like you also have to cater it for the occasion that you are going to. So yeah, how about you? What are your usual concerns?
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Do you
I'm
get
like
oily?
the
Do you get
worst.
dry? Yeah.
So this is really bad. My only skin prep is moisturizer
Yeah.
and sunblock.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, that's nice because everybody needs those. Yeah. So
But
it's gonna
do
be
I
in
put
all the
more?
routines. Yeah.
Should I put more? Like,
Depending on what you want. Like, do you get oily or do you get dry? How would you say
I think I get oily.
oily?
But I'm like normal. I'm like normal skin.
Normal
But
skin,
there are
yeah.
times it does get
It
oily.
does get oily, yeah. I think if you need, you can get
Naging
Oo nga,
consultation.
naging consultation. You're gonna get a hydrator. Yeah.
A hydrator. Okay.
Yeah.
Noted. Hydrator. Elensky. Next time, hydrator. Okay. So you also do. Thank you, by the way, for
Yeah,
sharing that.
for sure.
I needed that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of people are learning as well. But so, what was your most difficult makeup that you've done then for a client or even for yourself? Like, was there a certain look that was like,
Oh, okay.
shit, this took me like hours?
I have a good answer to that. Usually, the most difficult type of makeup that I would do is when my client doesn't actually know what he or she wants. Like, it changes, as you're in the process of doing the makeup. As you go through each of the steps, they want a different thing. But of
Yes.
course, the steps are all...
Parang hindi nila alam na,
Oo.
hindi pa tapos, sis.
Yeah, not just that, but like they don't know what end look they want also.
Okay.
Yun. So I'm sure with video editing as well as in filmmaking, sometimes your commercial clients as well, no, they don't really know what they want and they don't really know what to call what they want.
Yeah.
So like you're left in the dark. Like, what am I gonna do?
True.
Yeah. So something like that. The clients like that. Yeah.
I get you. I feel like, especially if you don't, because in where I'm at now, like that's why we have so many
Yeah.
meetings.
Yeah.
Because we have to be like, what do you want, ba?
Yeah.
And then we have to make sure on the day of the shoot,
Yeah.
I know exactly what I
Yeah.
want. In your line of work or before when you were a professional makeup artist doing with client work, did you have any like like decks that you had to do or like help like just to align, or was it always like on the day kind of?
Of course, for bridal makeup, there would be a trial beforehand, like a few months
Oh, it goes
before.
like that.
Yeah. Sometimes they'd also use that makeup to shoot, like, to test out if the makeup looks good. I didn't have to prepare decks because I would say that my creative direction, the creative direction part of me, it's non-existent. Like, I don't know how to make a deck. I mean, I can show pegs, but
Yeah.
if you ask me to make a deck, I'll probably flunk it. Yeah, like
That's
I'll
all
be honest
good.
with you guys. I'm not super duper creative like in terms of fashion and like colors, ganon. I'm not super maalam sa ganon, but I do like executing whatever the director plans. For example, if it's a skincare shoot and then they show me the pegs, execute ko siya like to the T. Like I will copy it talaga. Ganon siya.
That's awesome.
But if it's coming from me, not super sure about that. Yeah.
That's true. I mean, like, I think all of us, like, there's certain things that we can't do and we're not good from. But just to transition from what you said,
Yeah.
you get really like perfectionist
Yeah.
also with you make sure it's perfect, right?
Yeah.
I did want to touch up on this very lightly because I think that it's also good to kind of speak about this.
Yeah.
But you said also about even with your mental health, like even with this craft, like there is like this kind of anxiety that you feel, right? Because I stalked him, of course, did my research, and you touched upon having, certain OCD, right?
Yeah.
Mild OCD.
Yeah.
Do you feel like this is kind of helpful still, though, for your craft? Because I feel like with me being a perfectionist, it does make me feel like, but then it spells out in my work.
Yeah, sometimes it helps. I definitely agree with you on that. Now, since I do videos now, like just for social media, I'm having a hard time removing that part of me that wants everything to be perfect. But as a makeup artist, I would say that it was really helpful.
Yeah.
Like super duper helpful as a makeup artist doing makeup on clients.
Yeah.
But now that I just post for myself or for brands, sometimes it doesn't come off how I want it to be, like organic or very natural, or that I really enjoyed the experience, something like that when I'm showing it on video. So yeah.
I super get you though.
Yeah.
And that's part of social media.
Yes.
And like
yes.
I think that's a battle that all of us face.
Yes. Yes.
Even with my work, I'm like running it back so many times and I'm like, but it's just not it there.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
especially when it's involving money from brands,
Yeah.
then you're even harsher on yourself.
Yes.
So let's get into that, like, because again, she's a social media queen. I did like start crazily noticing, like you just like went full throttle into the social media space. When did you actually get into this? Like, when did you actually start building or decide, okay, let me try doing content?
Okay. I actually didn't decide for myself. I was forced to,
You were
but
forced to. Damn.
I got sick. I contracted tuberculosis.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
tuberculosis of the bone to be exact. So on my knee and on my left index finger. So of course they had to get the tuberculosis out,
Yeah.
and they had to operate on my knee
When
and
was
my
this?
finger. A year ago.
Mhm.
Yeah, a year ago. Like Feb. I got Feb of last year.
Mhm.
Ay, August na pala. Charot yan. So, kasi I just recently, like, I was celebrating on TikTok the 1 year anniversary of my TB medication. So, I had to take
Aw.
TB medication for a year. But yeah, going back, they operated on my knee and I couldn't like stand for long periods of time. So I stopped my makeup artistry work. I was forced to just do TikTok full time for about 2-3 months. And then during that time, I realized that I could be doing this full time
Wow.
because, I was already doing
Wow.
it when I was sick. So what more if I have like the proper mindset and the proper vibe to do it? Yeah.
Amazing. Wow. That's crazy how life works.
Yeah.
I think it's like always finding that, oh wow, this is why it happened.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
sure that's what you felt. Like you realized, oh my God, I would have never kind of gotten into this if I didn't, if I wasn't like really.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
I was super tunnel visioned into makeup artistry. Like that's all I wanted to do in my life. I don't know if you ask our CADS friends.
Mhm.
I was super like passionate about makeup, but I
You
never
were.
like thought na I'd be on social media. But then I had no choice. It had to pay the bills. So we went full throttle, as you
That's
said.
awesome.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I just loved seeing you on
Oh,
it. Like,
thank
you
you.
would pop up and I'm like, oh, like it made me so happy because
Yeah.
it reminded me of like us before, when
Yeah.
when I met you, you were just
Yeah.
like, you were doing makeup for CADS lang,
Yeah.
and like, and then I see you just like going full throttle with social media. I think that it's something that all artists, like when they realize the power of it,
Yeah.
it's insane what the opportunities can bring.
Yes.
So when did it actually start becoming like, wow, this can actually be my job now? Like, was there a certain point where, or certain like brand that gave you this amount of money that you were like, hey, this is something I can do?
Well, I would have to say that it's when I started getting packages from the bigger brands like
Mhm.
Benefit, NARS, and then even my mom was saying na, did they give this to you or did you buy this?
Wow.
So I kind of realized na, oh, these big brands are noticing. Ibig sabihin, like the quality of my work is up to par for what they expect from a beauty creator.
Mhm.
That's when I realized that I could be doing it talaga full time. Because when I started, when I got sick, I started getting paid for like smaller brands, the
Mhm.
local brands, startups, ganon, which was good for a while. But then when those bigger brands came in, I realized that I could take it talaga to the next level. After I recovered, of course, from my surgery. Yeah.
I'm so glad you recovered.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome. But that's super cool. I think that, it's really when you start, parang the smaller brands, you just make quality content for them.
Mhm,
And then you realize like the bigger brands are going to notice you.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, you gotta, I think, just stick to the grind,
Yeah.
which is what you were doing.
Yeah.
You were so consistent.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that is needed if you want to get big,
That's
especially
true.
on TikTok,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because like, did you have to learn the ways of TikTok? Like the trends and how to like garner
Yes.
an
I do watch a
audience?
lot of like TikTok tips, but not all of the TikTok tips on TikTok are like super
Needed.
needed. Yeah, it really depends on why people watch you. So you have to know why people watch you.
Yeah, you have to understand your audience.
Yeah.
So your audience is into what then? Like what is your
It's very it's kids like grade school, high school,
Mhm.
little girls that want to start doing makeup, or titas. That's my
Tita?
market. I don't know why, but yeah, titas. Hi, Rustans titas. Yeah, shout out to you guys. I don't know why they like my content. Maybe it's because I think it's also because back when I was first uploading makeup tutorials, the style of makeup that I was doing was for weddings talaga. Because that's what I knew best. Like, that's
Yeah.
what I did pretty often. And I think it resonated with them. And I kind of changed it a bit. Like, I realized at one point that my tutorials were too hard.
Uh-huh.
So I started doing beginner makeup content. And that's when the kids started pouring in. Yeah.
I was watching them too. I was like, I love just how you really are like a perfectionist. It's just so, it feels so nice to watch you.
Yeah, thank
Because
you.
it's like really like you're painting. And I
Yeah.
just love the way you do your
Yeah,
content.
thank you.
So do you feel like, what's your notion on social media as a tool, personally, and maybe for other artists out there that might want to do it? Like, what do you have any personal mantras with it? Because, blending your job with social
Yeah.
media is always a difficult thing.
Well, I think you have to start with the why. Like, why are you doing social media? Because for me, that's what will give you direction. Like, I know some people are on social media to earn money,
Mhm.
and if you want to earn money on social media, then you really have to please the paying clients, the brands. So you really have to make your brand safe. Your videos are brand safe and all that. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you want to make money from it, there's a direction for that. Of course, there's a path for you there. But personally, I like my path now, which is just sharing my life. As in, whatever happens in my life, that's what I'm sharing. And it's more of building a community of, if you're interested in my life, then take part in it. Like, that's
That's good.
my
Like,
mantra for it. Like, you're gonna be
personal.
part of my life. Yeah, gonna like building a community. You're part of this
Aw.
community.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, sometimes you have to take brand deals because it pays the
course.
bills. Sometimes, yeah, let's be
Sometimes
real.
lang
Yeah,
naman.
sometimes, yeah.
Gotta get the bills paid.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome. So I think that's a lot that people that support you out there that
Yeah.
that want to that love your work.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're learning a lot already. So
Yeah.
thank you for sharing all of that.
Yeah.
But now we're gonna go to the next segment, which is burning hot questions.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you some questions that I feel like supporters of you, like Saisha.
Okay.
Nervous ka ba?
A little.
It's not that burning.
Wait, I think I need a little bit more.
Let's
Cheers.
to it. So
I also will say that, like, if you guys want to be on social media, like, if you want to build a career on social media, you really have to be shameless.
you do.
Like, you really have to be vulnerable.
You have to just accept that, accept that nobody really cares. Like, only you are caring too much.
Yeah.
And just do it.
Yeah.
Just post it.
And that not everyone's gonna like it. Like,
Yeah, not everyone's gonna
and
like
that
it.
some people are gonna cringe. Like, you have to accept that. You have to. It's already a fact that if you post something, some people are gonna cringe. I don't know, maybe for me it was my high school friends. Like, super, I know they're gonna cringe at this, but I'm
That.
gonna post it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, that.
Yeah.
Because they're not going after, if they can judge you on that and
Yeah.
cringe at you, they're not probably going after what they want in life. Like, you are doing what you love. And that should be, like, honestly, I've also accepted that apart. Being a content creator, certain things, like, you can't please everyone. Everybody has their own taste. Everybody has their
Yeah.
own opinion.
Yeah.
Does it matter though?
Yeah.
Not really, unless you're hurting somebody.
Yeah.
Sure, but then at the end of the day, you do you. Like, if it makes you happy and you want to build something, like, just remind yourself of what you want, and
Yeah.
this is part of it. You have to do that.
And
You
don't-
have to do
yeah.
the
And
content.
don't forget to post for fun.
Yes, for fun, for sure.
You should have posts that are just for yourself. You don't have to look at the likes. Like, if you wanted to post it, go post it. Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
It humanizes you as a creator. Like, it sets you apart because relatable content siya. Yeah.
for sure. I think if you're thinking already about, are people gonna like this? Are people gonna comment on this? Like,
Yeah.
you're already thinking about the result before
Yeah.
your process even began.
Yeah.
You're already robbing yourself of what you can think of because
Mm.
you're thinking about someone else.
Correct.
Do it for you. Think about what you
Yeah.
want and what makes you happy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So we're looking forward to seeing their posts.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're looking forward. Well, tag us.
Gagawa din sila ng podcast. Charot.
Tag us in your
Yeah.
TikToks. All right. So now to the burning hot questions.
Okay.
And these are questions that I feel like supporters of yours would like to know. So you can direct your answers to the camera.
Oh, hi guys.
Those are your Miss Nate babies. What do you call
Hello.
them?
I don't have a fan base name. I don't know. I've been thinking of one for the longest time, but even my supporters are like, they don't know what to call
Miss
themselves.
Nadies.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. Would you ever so kindly share us one secret beauty tip of yours that makes you look as beautiful as you do right now?
Oh, a beauty secret?
Yes. If you kindly would like to share one.
Okay, I have a lot, but
Oh,
okay,
share.
I'll give you some. Of course the basics are there: sunscreen, moisturizer, skin prep. But honestly, it's getting lasers done. You guys,
Lasers?
have you ever had a
Aerolase.
laser done?
I've had Aerolase.
I'm not sure about Airlace, but I think they're all brand names of the same machine. But yeah, if you have like pigmentation or like enlarged pores, lasers are really gonna help with that. And you know how in a if you have to maintain a car, like the laser is like a tune-up, and then
I see.
like your skincare is like the everyday car wash, water, like oil that you put at home. But if you want a tune-up, if you want the engine running smoothly, you have to get the laser done like every so often.
I love
Yeah.
that analogy.
Yeah, parang
I
ganon.
feel like a car now.
Yeah, are you feeling like a car now? Parang if you're maintaining a car, ganon. Like, it's a
Cool.
tune-up. Like, it will really... it's a high-maintenance thing to be
It's
low
expensive
maintenance.
too, but
Not super. Like, you just have
Maybe
to
the
find
one
the
I
right
went.
one for your budget. Yeah.
I think I did probably Aerolase.
Yeah.
Aerolase was probably it. I agree. Because when I did the Aerolase,
Yeah.
my skin was just like popping.
Yeah.
So, okay, laser treatments.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
gals, girls, guys, you know
Yeah.
what to do.
I think it's also about finding the right if you really want to improve your beauty, you can go you have to find the right clinic, one that won't just sell procedures to you, like one that will really
Care about your
check
skin.
like your individual skin type and what your needs are, because they also have to know what you plan to do with your face.
Yeah,
Because ganon.
I
So
see.
yeah, it's important to find the good aesthetic clinic for you, the one that matches your personality and your budget as well. And yeah.
I love all these tips.
Yeah. Sorry, it's not a makeup or skincare tip.
Yeah.
Baka you were expecting a makeup and skincare
no,
tip.
no.
But yeah, like if you find the right clinic and you trust them, yeah, it's gonna be good for your skin.
No, I think that's for makeup and skin because
Yeah.
I mean, like makeup, like honestly, even if you can hide certain things with makeup, like at the end of the day, it's just so much nicer to put makeup on like a very nice smooth skin.
Yeah.
Like pimples and like big things,
Yeah.
like it's hard to like hide it.
Yeah.
So better to take care of the skin.
Yeah, and it saves you time if you're not super well versed with makeup. It saves you a lot of time because you won't have to blend it so much because you just have a thin veil on and effortless lang. Pat it on with your hands and then done na.
Love it.
So yeah, laser treatments, guys. Highly, highly recommend.
All right, next one. What are your go-to beauty brands right now?
My go-to beauty brands. Oh, well, locally I would say Izzy. Have you heard about the brand Izzy?
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
they
diba?
just launched.
They just
Yes.
launched, yeah. So yeah, Izzy is a go-to brand because super easy to use, and I like seeing the vision of a product, like what was going through the brand's mind when they were making this product. I really like seeing that, and of course, yeah, we can really see where Izzy was going with their
Yeah,
products.
I
Yeah,
love it.
the solid yung vision nila.
Solid. Yeah.
Internationally, I would say NARS, just because I'm biased towards NARS because when I was still working as a makeup artist, I used up all my money to buy NARS foundations.
Yeah.
My savings just to start my kit out with NARS foundations, as from a recommendation from a friend that you should start with NARS foundations. And honestly, until I stopped working as a makeup artist, I was still using NARS. So the trust I have for that brand is like up there. Yeah.
NARS.
Yeah.
I have to get my NARS game back.
Yeah.
All right.
And
thank
they have
you.
the good shades for Asian skin tones as well. Yeah.
Noted. Issy and NARS.
Yeah.
Back in a man.
Baka naman. Yeah, baka naman.
All right. So, what are the next? Third question. What are the next plans for Miss Nate? As you said, you're gonna do a rebranding, possibly.
Yeah, a possible rebrand very soon. But okay, I'll spoil it for you guys. We might get rid of the Miss Nate because I don't know. I'm not very Miss anymore. I used to be with the long hair and the full pack makeup. That was Miss Nate, but not sure. I'm not super sure with it now. So yeah. But if you're okay, oh my God, we're gonna spill it.
You
So
don't
I'm
need
looking
to
for
if
a
you're
new.
comfortable.
Okay lang. We're looking for a new unit now because I wanna be a Martha Stewart or an Ina Garten, like that vibe. Because I
love
started
it.
doing food videos because I got a
Yeah,
coach.
you're
and
into your
yeah, I'm
fitness.
into my fitness era now. I did food content, and surprisingly, it hit.
Yeah.
So parang ako, I could do this. Like, it could be my next chapter. So we're looking for a unit with a good kitchen. And I also want to be a plantito. Yeah, I know I'm super late to the party. Like, everybody was a plantito
I
in the
wasn't.
pandemic. You weren't?
No.
But yeah, I think it goes hand in hand, like plantito and then the
I
cooking
with
and
your
then yeah.
aesthetic, I feel like that kind of content would like really fly also.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
just taking care of my
Yeah.
plants.
Medyo ganon vibe. Like that's what's next for me. Hopefully I find the right unit and I find the right vibe for my videos.
With your food content, do you have like a certain diet that you're following now, or
Okay.
like?
I'm doing the low carb diet now for like 2 months now.
Mhm.
Yon with Body by ALS. Hi coach, if you're watching, yeah. I was like hindi naman. I would say nabudol ako into like enrolling with coach, but honestly,
Nabudol.
no regrets kasi I don't know if you know Janina Chan.
Yes.
I sat next to her at a party and then we were talking about fitness and then I told her I just do intermittent fasting. I never exercise or I never watch my food intake. Just intermittent fasting lang. And then she said, since you're plateauing now, maybe you should try getting a coach. You should try my coach. And then I tried with Coach Anton. I love the results. As in, like
Yes.
2 months. Yeah.
I
I'm
mean-
excited for what we can achieve a year after.
Yes, and you're
Yeah.
already looking snatched.
Thank you.
I
Thank
mean,
you.
like honestly, like it's not just food. It's
Yeah.
really your fitness, your exercise.
Yeah.
Like that's the real results.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to, like in the
Yeah.
abs and everything. Like it's
Yeah.
really no way around it. You just
Yeah.
gotta do the work.
Yeah.
All right, thank you for that. So, any messages for aspiring makeup artists there, your supporters, anyone that would want to do what you're doing? Do you have any
Okay.
message for them?
Okay, first for aspiring makeup artists, I do get this question a lot, but I will say that you guys, the best way to improve at doing makeup on other people is to keep practicing because it's different every time. Even if it's the same person that you're doing makeup on, the skin is different every time. Sometimes it's puffy, a little puffy. So the way that you can improve your skill is to just keep practicing. I know it's super like cliche to say that practice
at
lang,
all.
pero yeah, like I would say na over my time with my former boss and makeup artist din siya, sobrang practice talaga all the time, and it really helped me understand like not just why or not just how we're doing the makeup of one person, but also why are we defining her cheekbone? Does she really need it? So yeah, practice lang talaga. And of course, take pictures of your work so you know your progress, you know the difference of your work from a year ago or like a month ago. It's important to take note of that.
Awesome. Well, you heard it, guys, from the queen herself,
Yeah.
Miss Nate.
I do
Thank
have
you.
a few words for content creators though.
Oh,
Yeah.
please.
Like if
I love
you're
it.
an aspiring content creator, aside from what I already said earlier, that you need to get comfortable with being vulnerable and shameless, you should also think about the value that you're adding to other people's life. Like, why are they gonna watch you? Well, obviously there are also other creators that don't add much value, but people watch them. People watch them because
It's entertainment.
yeah, it's entertainment, and like they already know what to expect from this person. Like
Yeah.
it's calming, like they just have it on in the background.
Yeah.
Ganon. So you don't need to be super serious and educational. That was one of my mistakes before, that I thought people would only watch me if I have makeup tips or skincare tips.
Mm.
But then I realized that I could also just be telling them about my day,
Yeah.
and that's part of posting for fun, which I was talking about also earlier. So
Do
yeah,
it for yourself
yeah,
too.
do it for yourself. Yeah.
Love it. Well, there you go, content creators and future makeup artists, professionals from, again, the queen herself. Thank you so much for sharing all of that. I think I learned a lot personally,
Yeah.
so I'm sure a lot of people, all the people that want to get their skin on fleek, have learned a lot. Before you go, I do want to give you a little gift because I'm very
Oh.
grateful and appreciative that you came here.
Thank you.
Got you some Prosecco.
Oh, thank you so much.
And I know you're watching your diet, but I
Yeah.
got you healthy almond
Thank
chocolates.
you so much.
Almond
Thank you.
chocolates.
Thank you. I can eat this on my cheat day.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, before I let you go, is there anything you'd would like to plug? Anything that you're working on? Your social media, please do whatever.
Okay, it's at Miss Nate Makeup on Instagram and TikTok. I'm having a hard time with Instagram now. I don't know how to grow on Instagram.
It's difficult.
Yeah, it's so difficult. Like TikTok, yeah, carry, but Instagram is so much harder. It's a different ball
It's a
game.
different
yeah.
ball game.
Yun lang.
Yun
Just
lang.
follow me. May TikTok and Instagram. I don't really post on my YouTube anymore. Yeah, because
It's
I know
hard
it's
to.
hard. Yeah, like what you're doing right now, I could never. Yeah.
Shit's hard.
Yeah.
But we're doing it.
Yeah.
All right. Thank
So-
you so much for all of that, for sharing all of this. Like, it was a pleasure, and like I enjoyed this episode, learning a lot from you. Guys, if you like this podcast, please don't forget to like and please subscribe. Also, if you're on Spotify, please rate the podcast 5 stars. I see you guys rating it 5 stars. I'm very appreciative. If you guys want me to keep continuing and having amazing guests like Nate on, please do support the podcast. I do this for you guys, and it makes me happy. So come on, help a girl out. I'll see you next time, guys. Another fire podcast on the next.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you guys again for watching another episode. Go support the pod by subscribing on YouTube or following on Spotify. And check out e.v.world for podcast clips and so much more. See you on the next.